All right, welcome to Talking Investing. I am Tom. This is not financial advice. I wanted to do an update on the Bitcoin miners and Bitcoin and go through what happened on Friday and go through the weekend's action because we're about to have a market open here on Monday morning. So I'm going to try and quickly go through that, and if I time it right, then we can also take a look at the market as it opens. Today is Monday, September 27th. If we look at our chart where we left off, this is Thursday last week through the weekend. So I just want to go through and talk about what happened there so we can kind of get ourselves up to speed and see what that might mean for today's action and going forward this week. So you can see in the middle of the night on Thursday night of last week, we had a massive dip from up around 45,000 down to about $40,700. That was overnight. Then we kind of went sideways until the open. So Friday's open, if everybody remembers, the miners were down huge across the board, 9, 10, 11, 12%. So we opened Friday right about at our lows. We then quickly started to recover, went sideways a little bit, and closed the day Friday right here at 42,400-ish, which is right on our line of support/resistance. So that's where we closed on Friday. So you can see we kind of went sideways for several days, all day Friday night and all day and night Saturday. And then we took a little dip down and jumped up on Sunday morning. This is 6 o'clock Sunday morning. We jumped up to about 43,200. So that was a little jump up from the 42,500-ish that we had been trading at. Traded there for a little while and then took a run at 44,000, which we actually popped above for a little bit, and then overnight we kind of settled down here at 43,500-ish. Basically, I just created a square just to graphically show that is from the close on Friday. This is Bitcoin's activity over the weekend until we're just before the open here on Monday. So that's what happened over the weekend. So you can see, remember, this spot right here was Thursday night. So we're still not back to where we were Thursday night. So this is a lot of sideways activity. And if I add a couple days backwards to this chart, this box represents the entire week last week. So you can see we were basically stuck inside of 40,000 as very strong support, which on the channel we've been talking about for probably coming up on a month now, that 40,000 has been very strong support. So we traded between 40,000 and our line of resistance here at 45,266. We bounced between those numbers over the entire week last week, and we really never left that range either to the upside or to the downside. So I think we're still trading in that range. 44,000 is a key battleground. I'd like to see us get up above that 44 so that we can start to make a run up to some of the other numbers that we were looking at. I just want to run down where the miners ended the day on Friday so that as we open here on Monday, it will help put things in perspective. So Bitfarms was down 3.59% on Friday. Hut 8 was down 5.3%. Marathon was down 4.03%. Riot was down 4.97%. Cleanspark was down 3.88%. Bit Digital was down 2.27%. Hive Blockchain was down 3.72%. And GREE, which is Greenidge, that's our new one that we're tracking, they were up 2.95% on Friday. Way too soon to call a trend on that, but it's a lot better than falling 10%. Friday was a very red day, but we were way off of the lows that we opened at, because remember, if I zoom back into the 15-minute chart here, we opened the day way down on Friday, closed the day still down in the red pretty much across the board. Right now in the pre-market, everything is very steady, plus or minus zero, so everything's a little bit green, but not expecting a big reaction yet this morning. So I think we're going to have to wait and see which way the market falls this morning. From Friday's close at about 42,500 or 600, we are up about $1,000. But it doesn't look like the market is going to have a big reaction to that this morning. So we will see that in just a minute as the market opens. I want to show you one chart real quickly that I made over the weekend that I am hoping is possibly the new trend of what's going on here. Okay, so this is Bitcoin, kind of a clean chart that I made over the weekend. So you can see these yellow lines right here I want to focus on first. That is the month of September. So you can see in September, we just went up, down, and then kind of up. So that was, we're almost done with September right now. So we traded in a downward channel between these two yellow lines for the entire month of September. However, you will note that I created a line here at 40,641. There's a blue line. So I'm going to say we pretty much tested that once, twice, 3 times, and 4 times. So that was over the course of a 1-week period of time. We hit that 4 times and it held all 4 times. So now I've created a channel, these purple lines right here. I created this channel Saturday afternoon, and it's been holding fairly well ever since. So you'll see we did test the bottom of this overnight on Sunday night, but we jumped back into this range, and this line has been holding support. Now, it's been a very short period of time, so it's premature to call this a trend, and it's by no means confirmed, but I'm looking at this as a potential new channel that we may be trading up in. I'm going to go back to our old chart. In the meantime, we definitely do seem to be trading sideways. So I still feel very confident. We've been talking for a long while about 40,000 being our rock solid floor and 44,000 being the trading range. So 40 to 44,000. We did pop up to around 45,000 for a while. So we broke out of the top of that a little bit. In order to reverse this trend and get out of this 40 to 44,000 trading range, which we seem to be hanging around the top of, I think we need to jump up to our green line at $46,743. Our recent high is $45,266. That was on Friday. So until we get there, we're not even starting to hit a higher high. So that's the first thing that needs to happen, and really we should get past that back up to this green line at 46,743 to confirm a true higher high and to see that we're trending now in an upward direction. You guys know I'm bullish on Bitcoin, and as a function of that, I'm bullish on the miners. So we are now open, so I'd like to just put the screen up that's showing today's activity on the miners. I'm not going to run through them. I'll let you guys watch that as we wrap up this video. So everything kind of opened up a little bit green, but again, pretty much sideways here at the open. So that is what we were just talking about. That's what we expected. So we need to see where we're going today. We're in a very sideways trend so far. I'm looking for a break to the upside. Again, I am long-term bullish on Bitcoin. Very hard to say what happens in the short term. I don't have a crystal ball. I don't know where this is going in the next 24 hours, but I do feel like we have certainly been pretty much reliably inside of this 40,000 to 44,000 range. And at the moment, we seem to be testing the top end of that range. So the best case scenario here would be to break out of the top end of that range and have 44 turn from resistance back to support, which it was for a long time. So let's get back into that 44 to 48,000 trading range as our next step. So that's what I'm looking to happen. And you can see as we wrap it up here, everything is still a little bit green. So this is the market open on Monday morning. And our Bitcoin mining companies, by and large, are a little bit green, but very close to no activity so far yet today. So let's see what happens all day today. I will be waiting to see what happens. If and when there's any significant move, I will make an update to this. And I will be watching the miners closely to see if anything falls into a buy zone for myself. And I will follow up with a video on that. So that's my update on Bitcoin and the Bitcoin miners. That brings us up to date for the weekend and gets us going here Monday morning, September 27th. So thanks for watching, and we will see you in the next video.